Theme parks, tank tops, and protein shakes. Hey, busy getting Disney crew, it's Wes here. I just wanted to record a very quick vlog to acknowledge and to thank a couple people for a couple very special gifts that were presented to me, that were given to John and me not too long ago, and just send out a big thank you to them. One is to my cousin Cookie. Her real name is Eileen, but we've always called her Cookie. My cousin Cookie, who I grew up with and who has always been very special to me and a big part of my life. Cookie had seen a vlog that I recorded almost 2 years ago now. John and I were touring the Pop Century Resort here at Disney World, and we were passing the giant, I was going to say really big, but actually the giant Mickey Mouse rotary telephone that was vintage, that was really existed in the 70s, 1970s, and the 1980s. I got that on the vlog. I mean, it's huge. It's bigger than life. And my cousin Cookie was watching that, and she sent me a present. And I remembered this so well. But Cookie and my Aunt Rita, they had this in their house, the actual Mickey Mouse rotary telephone. And I remember this when I was a little boy hanging out at their house. They always had this in the house. It was a real phone. Well, it is a real phone. It still works. A lot of young people won't even recognize what this little instrument is here. But the Mickey Mouse rotary telephone. Cookie and my Aunt Rita had two of these. They owned two of these, and Cookie still had them. Still had two of them up at her attic. She sent one to John and me to have in our house. I could use it because, like I said, it is a real phone, real telephone, but it's just too special to actually use as a phone today. So we have it up on a shelf to be displayed. And Cookie, thank you so much for this gift. I will always treasure it. And I remember looking at this phone, playing with this phone, using this phone, actually when I was a little boy in the late 1970s in your house. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. The next little gift that I received very recently is from one of Busy Getting Disney's channel moderators, our moderator, Marty M. If you guys know Marty M, if you guys are familiar with our live chats or take part in our live chats, you will know moderator Marty. Marty moderates for us in the live streams. And Marty M, you have always been such an amazing moderator, but you sent me something recently. I got to tell you, it means a lot to me. Actually, it wasn't recently, it was only a few days ago, more than recently. This amazing vintage Walt Disney World Resort, check it out, ashtray. This has got to be, well, it would have to be from the early 1970s. And I think you did tell me that in your note. Marty M, thank you so much. It's a glass ashtray, Disney World Orlando. Early 1970s. Look at that. It's glass, and it's very thin glass. It's actually painting on clear glass. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the glass is actually transparent, and then the paint job of Cinderella Castle is over that, and it is so pretty. And I'll tell you why else this is so special to me. Number one, Marty, thank you so much. You're an amazing moderator, Marty M, and I have always appreciated you. You do so much for the channel. This ashtray is awesome, but guess what? This is the strangest thing. Growing up, and I have always had this in my life, even before I was a crazy Disney addict, this was always in our house growing up in East Orange, New Jersey. It is a Disneyland, as in Disneyland, California, ashtray. Exactly the same style, exactly the same specifications, all of it. It's on the transparent glass, and the image of Sleeping Beauty Castle is painted onto that transparent glass. It is identical, with the exception that it's the other park. It is exactly the same. It's like an exact match to the Disney World Orlando ashtray, vintage from the early 1970s. Marty, this was a total coincidence. I never showed this particular ashtray on any vlog or live stream. I've had it in my house. We grew up with it. My family always had it in the house. I don't know anybody to this day. I don't know anybody in our family, in my family, who actually went to Disneyland, California, back then, back in the 1970s, in the early 1970s. And I don't even know any family members that went to California, period. This one is from Disneyland, California. I don't know where this came from. My dad doesn't remember. My mom passed away 3 years ago, but she didn't remember either, but it was always in our house growing up. And then, of course, my parents gave it to me much later in life after I became a crazy Disney addict. But Marty M, thank you so much for this one of Disney World that you sent to us. It's beautiful. I love it. I will treasure it. But the crazy thing is, it is an absolute match to this one in Disneyland, California. and now we have them both. Thank you so much, Marty M. And my cousin Cookie for the phone. We appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys very much. All of you who might be new to the channel, please click that subscribe button to follow Busy Getting Disney on the journey. I am Jersey Boy Wes. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as Jersey Boy Wes. And until next time, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. It's Wes. Over and out.